Latest on Typhoon Soulik, which is gradually weakening, still a Category 2 on the Saffir-Simpson scale with winds of 110 miles per hour, a pressure of 948 millibars. Current time 11 PM in Japan and South Korea, where the storm is currently striking, and it's very close to the Amami Islands as it's passing through into the East China Sea. Stage 5 on the CDPS scale, and Soulik is now expected to move on towards the Korean peninsula, which it will strike later on. 64 miles from Amami, 169 from Kagoshima, and 339 miles from Jeju, South Korea, 586 miles from the capital Seoul. So this is the warnings that are currently in effect. Typhoon warning for those areas there, Western Kyushu and Amami, and gale advisories for Okinawa, the rest of Kyushu, parts of Shikoku and Yamaguchi. No typhoon related warnings in effect yet for South Korea, but we expect that will happen very soon indeed. So this is what we expect over the next few days, the storm moving into the northwest. The southern side of Soulik is expected to degrade, but the northern side will continue to produce significant amounts of rain, strong winds, possibly up to typhoon force by the time it arrives in Korea early this coming week, later on in the week rather, Wednesday or Thursday. Cimarron is following Soulik as well, and that will strike Japan later in the week. There's an extended look at what we may see next week there as well. Sea surface temperatures right now, as we're watching the East China Sea, 28 or 29 degrees Celsius for Soulik, pretty much all the way up until its eventual landfall, although if it does skirt the western coast of South Korea, those temperatures will decrease. This is what we expect to see over the next few days in terms of our forecast then. Into Wednesday, still a Category 2 quite possibly, and then lingering off the western coast of South Korea, hooking round towards the northeast eventually, landfall somewhere along there, and then moving inland later on, and then being swept away off towards Russia as a post-tropical remnant. It could strike very close to the capital Seoul, possibly as a strong tropical storm or transitioning extratropical cyclone. Still will have gale force winds. These are the chances of tropical storm force winds in some of these locations. 70% now in Kagoshima as the storm moves away. 90% chance in Gwangju in southwestern South Korea, 78% chance in Daejeon, and 72% in Seoul. So this is what we're looking at in terms of the models. Holding on to its intensity a little bit longer according to the HWRF and CTCX. Well, we'll see about that. Certainly not going to retain Category 3 any longer, that's for sure, because it's already lost it. Wind shear will be on a slow increase, especially by the time we enter into Thursday. And there's another look at the track forecast, what they're looking at there. It's pretty clear cut where the storm is going to end up along the Korean peninsula. Threats to North Korea possibly as well, so we'll see about just how bad those threats may be too. This is the storm as it's been progressing in the last few hours. It's been passing through that channel in between the Amami Island chain and Kagoshima in Japan. It's a large eye, not as large anymore by the looks of things actually. It has been holding its own pretty well. It did look for a very long time as though it was just on the cusp of falling apart, but still it's holding on and remains the case at this stage. Not sure how long for, we'll wait and see. We'll keep you updated with many more of this. Stay tuned. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, with you at any time. You can also find our YouTube page if you're not there already, subscribed hopefully, and you can also follow our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text. Videos are now there as well, and you can follow us on Twitter at Force13 is our handle, and it's hashtag F13 Soulik if you'd like to draw our attention to anything in future live events or whatnot. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron with its various rewards that come with that feature as well. And you can add me personally, Fool13 at extension 9094 on Discord, and Force13 on Skype for tropical weather chat.